Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you are doing well. Let me just make sure that the audio is coming through. I'm going to pull it up on my phone here. If you're watching the replay, drop me a hashtag replay. Let me know where you're tuning in from. What's some good news? Audio is working, so we are loud. We're live. Okay, set this down. Let me pull this up. And we're going to get right into this. So welcome. What's up, everybody? My name is Justin Glover. Welcome to Wealth Wednesday. Before I get into this, Wealth Wednesday is the day that you do a random act of kindness for a stranger involving a financial exchange. That's something I've talked about a few times here. It's an idea I got from my good buddy Ray Higdon. And I'm not going to go into talking about what that is or the benefits behind that. If you want to check out any of my older live streams, just look for any on a Wednesday and you'll likely find them. But that's the day. Today is Wealth Wednesday. So happy Wealth Wednesday to you. Here's my question for you. Would you like to be more consistent? All right. What type of benefit would you get if you could take a magic pill and never struggle with consistency again? How would that help? How would that benefit you? What's up, Steven? What's up, Ray? I see you guys here. How would that benefit you? If you could take a magic pill and never struggle with consistency again, meaning starting a project, and if you wanted to do it for 6 months, you did it for the full 6 months. If you wanted to do it for 10 days, you did it for the full 10 days. You do it for 5 years, you do it for, you don't stop. Consistency. All right. What if you had a magic pill that could guarantee that you did that every time? All right. If so, if you would like that, if that would be nice, then you'll be happy at the end of this live stream, because I'm going to give you something close to that. I don't know that there is a magic pill to make to force you to do this, but I'm going to give you something that's going to be close to it. We're going to look at the reasons why people are not consistent, what stops them from being consistent, and we're going to talk about the opposite and how to reverse that. All right. But before we get into the content, let's do some shout outs, give some stuff away. See who we got here. As you come on, let me know where you're tuning in from. What is some good news? I will start. My good news is we finally decided internally on a new system that we're going to be using for our customer relationship management and sales processes and things like that. It's something we've been wondering about and didn't have in place for the last few weeks. And it feels good to finally know, and have made the decision. So that's my good news for the day. I'd love to hear what your good news is for the day as you come on. And if you comment your top tip or your top takeaway about consistency here on this webinar as we go through. All right, if you have a consistency tip you want to contribute, leave it in the comments, or as we go through this, if you just comment your top aha or your takeaway or any ideas that come in. One of you, I'll pick one comment at the end of this thing and you'll win a t-shirt. And the t-shirt looks like this here. It says the dream is free, the results are sold separately. So if you would like to win a t-shirt like that, then just give me the one comment, either your top tip, number one tip or takeaway from this training about consistency. All right. So let's see. That is that. Cheryl's in the house. Mariana is here. What's up, everybody? Let's get into the content. Okay. So this session's about consistency, and I want to lead with a sentence or a little phrase here, and then I'll unpack it. All right. So simplicity is key to consistency, and consistency is key to success. All right. So if you do a little bit of reverse engineering, you'll know that simplicity is a good thing. If we look for simplicity and we simplify things, then that often assists in us being more consistent, and consistency is the key to success. All right. And so that's what this session's about. It's about planning ahead. It's about batch processing. Because the key to success, and I taught about this morning, we're doing a 14-day challenge inside of our Creative Freedom Facebook group, and I talked about this. This is day number 10 out of 14, And this is the exact topic that I trained on this morning. And so I was talking to the group and saying, we're doing, it's an attraction marketing challenge. And so every single day we put out a piece of content that will attract new leads and sales to us. And so that's the challenge, right, that everybody's going through. But the key, and I was talking specifically about this for them, but this applies to anything, whether you're doing attraction marketing and you want more success in it, whether you're doing any other type of network marketing, affiliate marketing, whether it's weight loss, maybe you're trying to lose some weight or bulk up or any of that stuff, anything else, it's your ability to be consistent is where the success comes from. All right. So weight loss, weight gain, marketing, recruiting, selling stuff in a company, your ability to show up each and every day and do the actions that lead to that end result, that is the key to you getting that success. So the challenge is most people struggle with consistency, and they struggle for a few reasons. I'm going to break a few of those reasons down for you here and bring them to light. So if you're somebody that struggles with consistency ever, I know I've been there before, and struggle showing up when you just, when you need to, but other stuff prevents you, right? This will help, okay? This lesson will break those reasons down and help you be more consistent, thus being more successful. Brent Fason's in the house. What's up, my brother? Cheryl is here. Good to have you as well. So 4 things that I'm going to talk about that actually keep people from staying consistent with their content marketing. All right, that's the example that I was teaching these people on last night. But here's what I'm here to tell you. There are 3 or 4 things that are very similar to this that are keeping you from showing up every day in whatever it is that you want to do. Maybe it's the workout every day. Maybe it is, creating the content or the value, or writing the email every day, or writing, a blog post, whatever it is that you're trying to do consistently. There's some things, and you probably know what they are, but I'm going to talk specifically around the area of creating content, because this is the subject, and I'll kind of loop around here in a minute. Lack of engagement or lack of results, right? People that stop, like that's one of the things that stops people dead in their tracks when it comes to putting out more content. Lack of engagement. They put all their time, energy, effort into creating something awesome, and then they put it out to the world. They make a post or they do a live video, hoping for engagement, hoping for some hearts, hoping for some comments, hoping for people reaching out and starting a conversation, and then they get crickets. Well, for somebody that the first time to do that, it's kind of disheartening. It's like a bummer to have that happen multiple times, back to back to back. It's something that will stop people very, very frequently. One time is enough for a large percentage of the people, but some people, like they'll get crickets and they'll be like, all right, well, maybe it was just because it was my first time. Let me try it again. And then crickets on the second time, crickets on the third time, crickets on the fourth time. And it doesn't take long if they're like, F this, like this isn't worth it. All this time, energy, effort for me to show up and get this value out to the world, nobody's commenting, all right? Nobody's showing any love. And so that will stop people very often from doing that, okay? The next thing is lack of preparation, all right? It takes too much time to keep up with. And that's very, very true early on. If you're trying to be someone that creates content and puts value out into the world every day, thus growing your audience, thus increasing the number of people you can start conversations with, thus being, having a bigger network to prospect or to make sales to. If you're trying to put marketing out or create content and you're showing up every day starting from a blank screen and saying, okay, today's the day, I know I got to write some content, or I got to get a blog post out, or I got to get a video out, or I got to get a workout in, and you're starting from nothing and you're just staring at it and saying, what's my topic? What am I going to talk about? What do I need to say? And you're organizing it from scratch every day. That's going to very quickly become old. Very quickly, you're going to look at it and be like, I know I got to go live, but so much work. It just takes so long to do it. And so planning ahead, more preparation will make your job easier and more consistency. So whatever it is you have trouble being consistent with, ask, what can I do to plan ahead? If it's you have trouble eating the same consistent meals because you don't do your meal prep on Sunday or whenever you do it, like, let's get consistent with the meal prep. So what can you do to plan ahead? That's the reason meal prep works so well with people, you know, just because you do the work ahead of time and it's convenient. Convenience is a big deal. Not sure what to talk about. And so that's another excuse that a lot of people in this attraction marketing challenge, and then anybody else that's like trying to put out content, that's a very big excuse that comes up. I'm not sure, I have no idea what to talk about. I'm not an expert. I'm not an authority figure on this topic. So why would anybody listen to me? And so because of those thoughts, they don't put anything out. They don't create anything. They don't add any value to the world. They don't share any tips or tricks or secrets or anything with anybody. They just go out, they go on their journey, they learn new stuff, they read articles, they watch videos, they go to seminars, they take notes, they learn, they increase their knowledge, but they hoard it. They don't share it with the world. They're selfish with their knowledge, all right? And so little excuses like, I'm not sure what to talk about, I'm not an authority, will keep people from putting value out to the world, value that could literally change somebody else's life that reads it. Do you understand that if you go to a seminar and you pay money for it, or you don't, and you take notes and you learn something that could, and you go and you teach somebody else, and they can then take that knowledge and go and build a business or create freedom for this, you can literally change somebody's life with a little nugget of knowledge. But yet we hoard it. And so all of these things are just kind of excuses to not stay consistent. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to break each one of these down a little bit further, and kind of show you the opposite side of them. What's up, Cody? Good to see you here, my friend. I am doing well. Cindy is in the house. Yuan is here. What's up? Thanks for hanging out. So lack of engagement or results. Lack of results is a reason that a lot of people stop. I'm going to break that one down. Lack of preparation is another reason that a lot of people stop. I'm going to break that one down a lot. And I'm not sure what to talk about, or I'm not an expert or an authority. All right. Why would anybody listen to me? Why would anybody, you know, vote for me, watch me, whatever? Okay. And so those are the ones I'm going to break down. And let's start with lack of the results. All right. I'm putting in the work, but I'm not seeing the results, right? Imagine going to the gym and you have a desire to get this, you know, to reshape your body. And so you go to the gym and you show up and you put in just, I mean, a damn near perfect workout on day one. You have a trainer, he comes in, he shows you the perfect form, everything, right? You eat, and imagine that same day, you also completely eat the perfect diet, the perfect amount of calories or carbs or fats or whatever it is. And I mean, you hit it. You hit every single moment of it. The next morning you wake up and go and you look in the mirror and you're like, I don't see the results yet. What the hell, man? I don't see the results. Where are they at? Do you understand how insane that would be? You understand that. I don't have to but that's what people expect sometimes with the content and the value they're putting out to the world. I made this post. I didn't get any testimonials from it. Nobody reached out and said, hey, that post changed my life. It's day one, baby. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep showing up. Be consistent. It's the accumulation of you showing up, just the small things that you do over and over and over and over and over and over and over again forever. It's those things that build a life. It's those things that produce the results. It's serializing the good habits. Okay, there are habits that if you just serialize them, meaning you make them you ritualize them, you make them a part of your day where every single day you do them. All you get, there's a matter of a few habits. What's some good habits? Eat well, work out. You do those habits consistently for years, what's your body gonna look like? Very simple. You ritualize the habits, all right? Imagine putting out value to the world on social media every single day. And you do that for years, regardless of how many engagements or likes or hearts you get. You just keep showing up every day. Imagine you do that for years. What's your audience going to look like? How much influence are you going to have? How many people are you going to have listening to you every day? When you got when your audience grows and you have people listening, guess what? That's financial security. Because if you develop a relationship with people and you have a channel and a means in which to communicate with them, you just let them know, hey, you add value. That's how you increase your income, by increasing the value. All right. So I have no idea how I got off on that. That's not the direction I was going to go. But lack of results is not a reason to stop. All right. The reality is you don't need a lot of views. You don't need a lot of engagement. If, you know, in the social media example, you don't need a lot of that stuff to get good results. As a matter of fact, if you're doing this online business thing correctly, then and you're having conversations with everybody that does engage, that does drop a heart, that does drop a comment, if you're reaching out to them and you're saying, hey, I appreciate that. You know what? I have no idea if you're open to this thing that I sell, but something you said kind of makes me think that, I don't know, maybe it'll be a fit. Are you open to it? If not, no big deal. It's totally cool. But if you're not doing that, then you're not going to be selling anything. All right. You can get engagement all day long. You can get hearts. You can work on finding out the algorithm. But if you're not actually focused on asking the question, developing the conversation, the relationship, if you're not doing those things consistently, then no results are going to come from your efforts. All right. And so in terms of content creation, every single piece of content that you publish is an opportunity for people to receive value from you. It's also an opportunity for people to reach out to you if they feel inclined to do so. So publish more content and your results are going to improve. Keep showing up. Keep putting value out to the world. Don't just put 3 pieces out or 6 pieces out or 34 pieces of content out. Like, just keep going. I don't care if you put 196 pieces out or 1,000 pieces. Just keep on going. Just keep putting value out to the world. How much is too much value? There's no answer to that. You can't provide too much value to somebody. So lack of results, that's something that typically will kill consistency. The next thing is lack of preparation. This is a big one, especially in the world of putting out value in the form of content. All right, I talked about this in the Attraction Marketing Challenge this morning. One of the things that stops people from being consistent is lack of preparation. All right, so personally, like, prospecting is something, if you have a desire to grow a business on the internet and use social media is a great place to start conversations. Conversations are how you sell your stuff, whatever it is that you're selling, whether it's a business opportunity, a product, a service, doesn't matter. Conversations are where those sales come from. Okay, now some of those conversations can be automated. There's ways to do that, but without complicating it, just keeping it simple, conversations are where the conversions happen. And so the key is getting more conversations, and in those conversations you can ask them, hey, you said that right there. Are you open to this thing that I have for sale? Are you open to taking a look, at least seeing what it is? If not, it's totally fine, but you just said that right there, and I don't know, I think this thing might help. Okay, so more conversations equals more conversions, more stuff sold. All right, now when you stop being consistent, then people stop reaching out, people stop engaging, and so your conversations fall off. You all of a sudden stop getting into more conversations. Okay, now simplicity, I said this in the beginning, simplicity is required for consistency. So a bit of content preparation and strategic thinking can really help with trying to be consistent in putting out value to the world, all right, like long term. For me, I start with what I call a blog storm. And a blog storm for me is it's batch processing, all right? It embodies the idea of batch processing, and it's a pre-planned content schedule. It's a pre-planned time block. I go to my calendar and I block out, I get a little timer and I block out 60 minutes and I say, all right, for the next 60 minutes, I'm going to open up a Google Doc and I'm going to brainstorm 60 or as many content titles as I possibly can. No, I'm not talking about topics. A topic would be, like for me, for example, I would say, because I teach online business and how to grow a business on social media. So if I'm planning out content, I would say, I'd start it in a topic might be, I want to talk about affiliate marketing, or I could talk about how to generate leads on social media, or I could talk about email marketing, or I could talk about network marketing, or I could talk about, copywriting, or I could talk about video marketing, right? Those are topics. That's not what I do. What I do is I do titles. I come up with titles. And I say 3 simple steps to recruit up to 5 people, 5 people a day on social media. That's a title. my 4-step daily method of operation to get in more conversations on Facebook. That's a title. 3 secrets to getting more clicks in your emails. 7 steps to getting more opens in your emails. 4 formulas for fascination to get your subject, your videos played more often. Those are titles, okay? So that's what I focus on. I just do that over and over, and I go as many as I can for 60 minutes or for 30 minutes, whatever the time frame is, all right? Just get a focused block of time to do this. That's the point. What's up, Mike? What's up, Joe McKeag? What's up, Jeff Hernandez? Jared is in the house. What's up, Jared P? Liz is here, Russ Mayo. Good to have you guys. I appreciate you showing up. If you're getting value, let me know in the comments. I set the timer. I do, 30 minutes, 60 minutes of title brainstorming. And then I got a big old list of titles. When the timer goes off, I might have 20, 30, 50, 100 titles. Me and my partner Brenda did this the other day. We have a program called Maverick Monthly. It's a monthly paid coaching program. And every week we go live and we do a training. And I thought, you know what? We could show up every Tuesday when it's time to do this training and think, all right, we got to do a training today. What are we going to talk about? All right, I think we can talk about this. And then we say, all right, well, what are we going to say about this? And we can outline it, and then we can go live. All right, we can show up every Tuesday and do that, and we could probably prepare something in 10, 15, 20 minutes and deliver a really good training. Or we could spend an hour, which is what we did, and we brainstormed 150 topics, or titles, 150 potential pieces of content. Then we spent another 30 minutes going through those 150, and we selected 52 of the best ones. Now we got a year's worth of content for this members area already planned out. We know every single week what we're training on. And then we took another half an hour, went through each week, and then just put out 4 little bullet points. And so when it comes time Tuesday to show up and do the content, guess how much prep time and guess how much energy it takes me to actually do it? 2 seconds. What are we talking about? It's Tuesday. What are we talking about today? Open it up. Oh, there's the title. Okay, what are we saying about it? We're saying this, 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 and this. Got it. Go live. And we're rolling like that quick. No creative thought has to go into it at all because all that work was already done in a batch process. That is how you can become more consistent, more efficient, all right? I'll keep showing up if it's easy like that. I stop showing up when it's difficult. Like whenever I show up, because I might show up today and today might be a good day. And I show up and I'm like, I gotta go live. What am I gonna talk about? Ooh, I could talk about this. I read it in the book this morning. Ooh, that's a great title, I love it. And it could just flow out and it could be easy. And I could get something together and no big deal and I'd get it out. But is every day perfect? Is every day am I feeling amazing and feeling in flow? Some days I'm behind the 8 ball. Some days I feel pressured. I feel a little bit more behind schedule than normal. I have calls that go long. I have, something coming up that I'm thinking about. Some days it might come time, it's time to do the live and I got nothing. I'm starting from a blank surface. That is not a good feeling because guess what happens? The stuff that I create in that moment is not that great or nothing gets created in that moment. Those are the things that happen, one of those 2 things. And so I try to avoid putting myself in that position in the first place by simply just planning ahead, getting it out of the way, all right? So preparation is a very, very easy way to help with consistency. Just prepare for the things that you're gonna do. Every single day, you can count if I'm here, I'm pretty much, I'm gonna have coffee in the morning. Some days I wake up later than normal. Some days my workout goes longer than normal. And so my time frame to make the coffee, because I do bulletproof coffee, and there's like 4 or 5 things in it, and it's like blended and all this stuff, right? And so sometimes that takes a little bit of time. If I prepare in advance, because like if it's a day when I'm running behind or my workout runs long, and I got to get out the door at a certain time, but I haven't made my coffee, and now all of a sudden I don't have time because I didn't prepare ahead. Like that kind of makes my day worse. But if I just take a few minutes tonight to put the water in there, Go ahead and put the filter in there. Go ahead and put the coffee in, and like just prepare it where in the morning, all I got to do is boom, touch the button and then it's there. Like I'm a few steps ahead. And so that preparation in anything, or I don't care what it is, preparation will help with consistency. All right, the more you plan and prepare, the more prepared you go into something, the easier it's going to be and the more consistent you'll actually be with it. Janet is here, Christy is here. What's up, guys? Ladies, thanks for hanging out. Let's see, what am I talking about now? I've already been going 25 minutes. My daughter's upstairs cleaning her room, and I think she's about done. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Did you guys get value from this? I see a few people talking. Let's see, when they spend time creating the content, putting out their Facebook, all they get is crickets. They feel like that is the proof that no one in the digital. Yes, absolutely. That is the reason that people stop. And that was the first point that I made, Cheryl. I talked about when people put the time, energy, and effort in, and then they put it out to the world and they get crickets, like that's enough to stop, right? So for that, if that's the excuse, like you just got to, number one, realize that it doesn't take a lot of engagement. I know people that make millions and millions of dollars from conversations they're having on social media, but when they make a post, they get like 4 likes and a comment every now and then. They wouldn't appear as if they're making a lot of money from the social media. But guess what? Every single like that comes in, every single comment that comes in, they're talking to them. They're engaging with them. They're starting a dialogue. They're continuing the dialogue. They're starting the conversation, and then they're steering that conversation to get to the point to eventually ask them, hey, you mentioned something right there. I think I got something that might help with that. It might not be for you, but just check it. And you ask them. And when you ask, you're giving somebody the opportunity to say, yes, I want to buy your thing. Yes, I want to learn more about your product, your service, your opportunity. And so more conversations lead to more conversions. Lack of preparation is a big one that gets people to stop. I'm not sure what to talk about, or I'm not an expert. That's a big one. I went off on that part in the 14-day challenge this morning. I'm not gonna unpack it. We're already at 27 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap this thing up. If you got value, let me know. What was your comment, your number one tip or takeaway around today's conversation? And I will pick one of you before we end this broadcast to win a lovely t-shirt. It looks like this. It says, the dream is free, the results are sold separately. What's up, Zachary Craddock? Zach won a shirt. He won the t-shirt yesterday. So you want to win a t-shirt for free. I'll cover the shipping, no strings attached. I'll ship it to your house, wherever you are. Just leave me a comment. What is your number one tip or takeaway from what I just said? All right. As you are doing that, let's see, while you're doing that, don't forget, if you would like to enter our giveaway, I'm giving away like $4,500 worth of stuff in 5 days from now. The 25th, September, Glover, I just said September, it's February. Wow. February 25th, no idea where that came from. February 25th, 5 days from right now, we are doing a drawing, a lottery style giveaway, and we're giving away like $500 cash, a $2,000 strategy marketing call, and also like 3 annual memberships to our monthly Maverick marketing and business automation coaching program, which is like $50 a month. So like annual membership's like $550. We're giving 3 of those away, and some other prizes. And so we're giving all that stuff away. Going to be doing it live, drawing numbers on this public profile on a live stream come in 5 days. So if you would like to enter your name into the hat, you can do so by going to justinglover.online/contest. If you go there, there's a 3-minute video on that page. It explains what we're doing, what we're giving away, all that stuff. And you'll enter into our paid community. We're letting people in for free right now that want to be in, and then once this contest is over and the timer's done, we're going to shut that down. It's only for our paid members. And each and every week we go live into this group twice, and we do dedicated trainings around business growth, and we show behind the scenes of our business and the brand that we're building and how we apply stuff and all of that. So you're going to get access to that community where we teach stuff like this on a regular basis. And In fact, to this training that I just did, it's literally the exact same training that I did this morning. I mean, it came out different tonight, but it's literally the same training that I just talked about this morning as part of the 14-day attraction marketing challenge that we're doing. And so if you want in that group, we're right in the middle of a 14-day attraction marketing challenge. And so every day I'm breaking down a new, what I call a law of attraction marketing. There's 14 of them total, and every day I give you a new one. And so that's what's going on in the group right now. If you want to come join us, go to justinglover.online/contest and watch that 3-minute video, and you can sign up to the community for free. Oh, also, like, you get one entry into the drawing by signing up yourself. It's free, just like a name and email. But then once you do that, you'll get a referral link, and if you use that referral link and go refer another person to the group, you get 10 more entries. And there's no limit of entries or amount of people. So you refer like 10 people, you have like 100 entries and 100 chances to win one of these prizes, which, $500. That works, and some cool marketing training and all of that, yada yada yada. Okay, let's see. Let's pick a shirt. I'm gonna scroll, blah blah blah. First name I see is let's see. The fact that people aren't confident enough in their content to think that others would be interested, like I mentioned earlier. Planning ahead makes it easier to keep going, not to give up. Take away hour of prep for the amount of time to give good content. Ray Reynolds. Ray Reynolds, my friend, you are the winner of the t-shirt. So yeah, I like that. An hour prep time before you actually go live. Just take an hour. You can prep out, a year's worth, literally a year's worth of content if you're doing it weekly in an hour. And that makes the rest of your year, each and every day when you show up to deliver that content, it makes it way freaking easier because it's already prepped out and planned. So Ray, good takeaway. You win a lovely t-shirt. Here's what you do to claim it. Jessica Lawson, I will tag her in the comments right now. Jessica Lawson. So you win a t-shirt. I need you to send her a private message, tell her what size and where to ship it. All right, don't send it to me, send it to her, and she will get you added to the list, and we'll get that shirt out to you, my friend. So that's it. That's all I got, guys. I appreciate you all tuning in. Take action on something that you learn. Maybe go prep out in advance, prepare in advance some content. She's having fun upstairs. I can hear her singing along and dancing. So take action on what you learned. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate all of it. I do. Jason's got me like Oprah, and you get a shirt, and you get a shirt. I'm just giving them out like crazy. I got a stack of these, and the reason I'm giving these out are because I have others that are in the design phase right now, and this is just it's kind of a random shirt, right? This isn't. I mean, I created this for a project, a membership like 3 years ago. Actually, to be honest, I was coming out of a deep, dark depression, and whenever I got clear on my vision and I kind of pulled myself out of that time of depression, I created a product called the Results Club. And the Results Club was an amazing product. I think like 24 members ever saw it. Like, I never promoted it. I just told a handful of people about it, and they immediately signed up, but then like I never promoted it again. It's still active and live, but this was one of the things. Hey, you sign up. It was all about how do you create more results in your life. It was a very strategic, scientific strategy for doing it, getting a bunch of leverage on yourself, and all kinds of stuff. And this shirt was one of the incentives for people to sign up, and I never promoted it, so I bought a big old box of shirts, and they're still here. So we're giving them away. I guess I could sell them, probably smarter, but I'll be selling other t-shirts in the future. So there you go, everybody. Thanks so much. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Have an amazing day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.